This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creatives to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next? Houston, Texas, welcome back to episode number 55 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary, Inc. We are 25 minutes before daylight savings. Saturday, different time period than we usually record. Welcome back to the episode. Before we get started, I want to introduce our social media handles so we don't disrupt the flow of the conversation when we get to that point.
At The Real Steel Wool is my Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook, Andrew Lindsay.
Okay.
You'll see the Real Steel Wool logo, as you can see on that platform. We have Twitter, Steel Wool 18.
Okay.
We also have our YouTube channel.
Okay.
The Real Steel Wool. You'll find us there.
Website,
www.steelwoolbb.com.
Okay. Okay. And my name is John Ross Dike I, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dike and still_visionary. If you would, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook, and visit my website at stillvisionary.com. For everybody listening to this podcast, that's stillvisionary.com. Houston, Texas, let me apologize first and foremost for my voice. I got bit by the bug this week, and I want to make sure that I tried to get right before the episode, but I know I'm a little nasally now, so you'd have to excuse me for this episode. Listen, Drew, I've been watching you all day because we were talking about doing this podcast a little earlier, right? And I said to myself, let's see how thorough this guy is. I don't know what he's going to do when it comes to this podcast, but I want to give him a surprise. So it's two things. I'm going to give you a gift to start the episode off with.
Okay. And
I'm going to give you a gift at the end of the episode, right?
Okay.
But when you took off your fleece, your crew neck, I said, okay, this guy's official. Because I told you why I was late earlier off mic, but before I got here, I was like, man, you know what? I don't know what he's going to wear, but if he's anything like me, okay, I don't do no kind of run without making, without representing who I am and the cause of what I do. So
always,
I was like, you know what? If he doesn't have one, I'll go ahead and press him this shirt really quick before I go to the podcast so that way, if he's trying to promote like I am, he can put it on. You know what I'm saying? But you beat me to the point. So when you took your crew neck off, I was like, okay, he's official.
This is a blessing, man. Thank
he's
you,
official. No doubt.
I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate the sample that you sent me, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Got to support black-owned business.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm Houston, Texas, man, I do what I do for myself to prove I can do it for others. Listen, I don't just talk it, man. I live it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm a T-shirt guy, part of my production company. In front, you got Drew's stuff, you got my stuff. You can get all my stuff at shopstillvisionary.com/apparels, man. So let's get into it. How you doing?
Man, I'm living, bro.
Okay.
I'm living. I'm loving it.
Okay.
Taking everything in. This is a blessing. It
Okay.
really is.
No doubt. Why you say that?
I mean, where I started from, where I came from, to where I am now, man, is crazy. It's I feel like I lost everything and I've gained something so much better than what I had ever in life. You feel me?
Okay.
So I like I said, I'm living. I'm taking it in. The only thing you can do is do it one day at a time. I mean, that's the only way to live. You feel me?
No doubt.
But it's beautiful, man. Life is amazing.
No doubt.
Hey, how you feeling? How about you?
I'm well, man. I want to say.
You say you got bit. What's going on, man? Hey, everybody getting that stuff. Everybody getting that stuff. You good?
My wife was sick for a while.
Yeah.
And I deal with kids on the regular, so I was shooting a shot of NyQuil every night just in case, I stopped I was running every day in December, and I've since stopped that.
Gotcha.
I went from basketball season to softball season, so my body hasn't, I've been running. We went winter, spring, winter, spring. The weather's changing like crazy, so, I haven't taken a second to just breathe.
Yeah, crazy.
And I got a little bug, so I shook it off, Theraflu, NyQuil, and now I'm just trying to bounce back.
There you go. I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? So, a side note, rest in peace to my baby boy, John Ross Dike II. While you're on my mind, I love you dearly. Shout out to your mother. I love her dearly.
Blessings.
So, yeah, man. So, I need people to understand that what people should take from me is that I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I'm a creative.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do what it takes to get the job done, right? This is a mobile podcast.
Yeah.
So, when I posed the question to you earlier, I wanted you to be comfortable wherever we talk at, right? So wherever you wanted to be at, I was going to roll up, set my stuff up. This is a mobile podcast, Houston, Texas. So I'm coming to the creatives to get you in your zone, right? But I'm curious to find out, if people don't make it to the end of the episode, what should people take from our conversation and in your journey? What should people take?
That I'm a disabled Navy veteran. I defended this country. I did everything I could for this country for 10 years. I'm a hardworking man. I provide for my family. I have a large family to take care of, and they depend on me just like I do them. This is my passion. Every single product has blood, sweat, and tears poured into it as well. You'll feel it when you smell it, when you put it on. It came directly from me, from my heart, from our determination. I want you guys to take that, you're not only investing in a veteran-owned company, but you're investing in me. You're investing in my family. You're investing in longevity of a black company. And we appreciate it. Every comment, every takeaway, everybody that says we love it, we love that. And if there's anything that anybody needs, know that we're a personable company. You can come to us and talk to us, and we'll work with you to try to solve whatever woes you have with your beard. We out here. We grinding, man. Yeah,
listen, man, I could tell, first of all, we both black men with beards.
Yes, sir.
We connect on that,
yes,
okay?
Sir.
Shout out to my brother, Clint Brownlow.
Hey, B-Lo, what's up?
Thank you, because he's constantly trying to make me better. And we had a spell where we weren't talking for a while. Yeah. Things happen in life. Nothing between us, but things happen in life. But ever since we've been back in contact, man, he's just been adamant about me getting better and getting to the next level. So when he shoots me any kind of recommendation, I'm so quick to, okay, I got to reach out and find out if it's suitable to my brand.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so shout out to him, man. I love you, dog. Peace and blessings to you.
He's a wonderful person.
For sure.
And that's what brothers do. That's what family do.
For sure.
We beef, we argue, but we always come back together.
For sure.
Always trying to look out. Sometimes that passion overflows into anger and frustration, kind of. It translates into that sometimes, but it's always love. Yeah. It's always love, man.
Yeah. So you say you're a Navy vet.
Yeah, man.
What was serving in the Navy like?
Oh, it was wild. It was crazy. It was fun, and it was an experience. I say wild because coming from, so I'm originally from California.
Okay.
Right, coming from Cali, it's a little diversity, throughout the Bay Area. That's where I'm from, Oakland. Coming there and you're seeing a vast number of people that some have never even seen black people before. You feel me? And they're looking at you like, that's crazy. That is crazy. You're experiencing different cultures. I've traveled around the whole world, and by the time I'm 25, stuff that none of my friends have ever done. They still living at home. I'm out there grinding. I'm getting it. Once again, defending the country, doing my job, helping people. Saving lives. Like this, it was an experience, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. I wouldn't trade it for the world. No lie.
And could you always grow a full beard?
I had
I know in the Navy you had to,
I had the booty face. It was all gone, man. You should have seen me. I had a little pencil mustache. It was pathetic. But I mean, you had to do what you had to do. So I thought that was fly. So
when I first met Clint, he was like that too. He had because I think he did the military too, if I'm not mistaken. He had the mustache, and then he disappeared for a while and come back full beard.
Word.
Yeah.
Because of where he was at.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to shave.
Yeah.
I had to shave.
Okay.
My last duty station, we couldn't have beards.
Yeah.
I had to shave.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So I remember the age I was when my beard came in, right? Because when I worked at Disney World, this part grew, this part didn't grow, right? And so when I look at it now in the mirror, I got some parts that are a little longer than other parts, but it came in patches. But it wasn't until my baby brother kind of just itched it together with the with the liner that I finally had one. So it started off short and thin. And then the older I got, the longer I let it grow, the more it filled out. Was it the same for you, or or did it just grow out like that?
So I had a beard. I had the chin strap. I was like 11. I already had the little chin strap going all down here, and it just came over time. Yeah. At first, by the time I really started growing it out, though, I had joined the military, so I had to shave it. So I felt it coming through, but I had to keep shaving it down. So I never really kind of was able to really see how it formed. But once I got out, I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to just go ahead and do it. Let's see how it go. Yeah. And I let it grow. I kept chopping it off because I was used to the chin strap. Yeah. So I kept chopping it down. Then I let it grow a little bit more. Kind of looked like I had one of those mutton chop joints right there. So, eventually I was just like, I'm going to let it go. And then that's when I really started getting into the beard products and just different stuff to take care of my beard to make it grow. Yeah. That's when I started researching, and because my beard, man, it's some parts are straight. I got straight hair, I got curly hair. Yeah. I had to learn what a G6 was and a K3 for your hair. It's different textures of hair. You had to learn the different textures. So like I said, that sparked that, man. But for me, it took time. No lie, it took time. Yeah.
So you bring me into this. Creativity comes from experiences. You've grown a beard. You're researching now. What drove you into creating your own beard products?
I'm cheap. I'm cheap. No lie. I was buying this stuff. This guy. I don't even know what the brand is. It ain't even out no more, to be honest with you. It smelled like a can of oranges. And I was like, oh, this stink. I paid $20 for this can. The can was like this big, man. It was a horrible smell. So I tried another brand. It smelled like outside. I was like, what am I doing? So once again, I started doing research, started digging into what really made this stuff. And I was like, this is what it takes? Okay. So it's just a bunch of trial and error. You know what I'm saying? And each individual product that I have right now, trial and error, working at it, do it as much research as possible. On the blessing side of it, though, I did have a couple of anesthetists in my corner, a couple of people that know about compounding different things to make stuff work. So, I took suggestion. It takes a family to build any business,
Is that a nest? You said a nest.
Anesthetist. They know about skin. Okay. They know about hair, stuff like your follicles. What works for certain people and what doesn't. And that's once again. The reason why my product is all natural because I tried to make a product that was as universal as possible, so that no one could say, "Oh, well, this is made for black people or white people or this race or that." No. This is made for everybody. This suits any and every need you have. What's wrong with your beard, the dryness, the patches, the this, the that. This caters to all that.
Okay. So your first trial with it, what did it look like?
Like soup.
Okay.
Like it was horrible, man. It was it kind of looked like applesauce. There you go. Okay. It was thick. It was like oh man, it was horrible. It was just bad, man. It was just like some goopy juice, man. I was real shiny, extra drippy, but I thought I was doing something. You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah. My first try. Hey, I was triumphant to me. Yeah. I feel like if you at least try, you know what I'm saying, you there. Just keep perfecting your game and you'll get there, It takes time, man. Yeah.
So okay. So you were cheap. Okay. Yeah. It drove you. And then so you do your first trial. Who are you talking to put these thoughts together? The reason why I ask that is because you're dealing with a beard product right now, right? Yeah. Last year when I started my podcast, I was talking to my homeboy who only dealt with bow ties, right? And he said that his wife, shout out to Wayne Willis, he said that his wife was the person that pushed him into fully going on in it, right? But it was only bow ties, right? So who are you talking to, you know, put the cream, to test it, to, you know, bounce your ideas off? Who's helping you with that thought process?
So that mainly sparked from my mom.
Okay.
My mom, she was the soul behind a majority of me doing some of the products that I did.
Okay.
She, you know, shout out to moms.
Okay, no doubt.
She, you know, she has been doing hair since hell, I could walk. You feel me? So she was always into products and doing different stuff. I guess you could say I kind of just took off where, you know, she left. You know, she couldn't do it no more. You know, unfortunately, things, you know, kind of prohibited her from doing that anymore. But you know, I took it from there. You know, I learned the craft. I understood, you know, once again what people needed, and I tried to fill that void. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after the research, what was the first thing that you needed to attain to be able to get started?
Be honest with you, products.
You
know, you have to put the products together. You have to put together the knowledge. So learning. Okay. I learned some things. I learned quite a few things.
Okay.
I took the time out to understand the different products and the different things that they can do, and I just collaborated them together, man, and came out with something great, bro.
Okay. I tried it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was telling you on the phone, I was using a leave-in conditioner, right? Because I mean, when Rick Ross came out with his, I was like, maybe I might try it, but I never really got around to going online to look it up. But I was using a leave-in conditioner, and I would just rub it in there, pick it out. By the end of the day, it'd be a little dry.
Yeah.
And if I didn't touch it at all after I put it in there, then it would be, you know, pulling like a little BB gun.
Horrible.
And it wasn't until I seen Clint, you know, he had your logo was on whatever he had posted on his IG, and his beard was shining.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, what is he doing? He was like, yeah, man, this beard stuff. This guy I know, he's doing this, and I was like, okay. He was like, he should be on your podcast. I was like, no doubt. Gave me the number, shouted at you. Yeah. So when I rub it in, I noticed you said, don't use if you're allergic to peanuts. So what it was, and so I wondered how it would affect my students, but I could smell it the whole day. I ran my pick through it in the morning, ran it through the evening. It still went through. I was like, okay, this is nice. So only thing was, you only gave me a little sample of the. You only gave me a little sample of the spray, but I'm gonna get on some more, man. So yeah. So talk to me about making your first dollar with it. How did that look? Well, not necessarily the quantity, just getting it out there, like.
To be honest with you, it was a surprise. You know, it took a few of my friends trying this out, and a few other people trying this out for a while before I actually sold it. You know, because I didn't know what I had. You know, you're first starting out. You can't be like, oh, this you're gonna pay this. You go. It's once again trial and error, man. So I think I sold it, to be honest with you, for like $8. Okay. My first time selling something for $8.
Okay.
And it was just a little 1 ounce tin. It was so little, man. It was just pretty much my samples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I started out with, man.
Okay.
I just started small time, and then we just grew. You know.
It grew to what?
We grew to where we're at now. The price difference is it has varied.
Okay.
But you know we're at a better price margin now.
Okay.
We're using better quality products as well. So
okay.
You know we're trying to bring the best to the Houstonians and men around the world. You know?
No doubt. Yeah. No doubt. What song's on your mind
right now? Drake. What is it? This a rolling, not a stop. What? This don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Nonstop by Drake.
Nonstop, okay.
Man, because this never stops. It's never over with. It's never over with. As soon as we get out of here, we got to get ready for tomorrow.
What y'all doing tomorrow?
Another pop-up shop, man.
Okay.
We try to do one every weekend, as many events as we can, while we try to balance our normal life, you know. We have normal jobs that we do, too.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna go with like I said, Jadakiss just dropped a new record.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Keep It 100, and I'm gonna go with Show Discipline featuring Nas, because I think it takes a little bit of discipline and determination to keep going, even when you meet adversity.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like, for example, you mentioned that your first trial was like soupy, like applesauce.
Yeah.
I remember doing my first podcast, and even when the podcast was going well, we were in the studio, and I was just like, the studio vibe, they sending messages like, hey, your hour is up, scraping pennies to try to put together to get some studio time. And then I was just like, nah, I'm tired of being in the studio.
Yeah.
And my man was like, man, hit me when you're ready to, do your thing.
Yeah.
And so he gave me this and he gave me that, and,
Here you are.
here I am right now.
That's what's up.
So the discipline it takes to, even when you run out of the resources, to be able to continue to strive and be consistent with whatever you're doing. That Show Discipline featuring Nas is what's on my mind, and Keep It 100, because I don't fake it
At all.
Yeah, I'm a podcaster, and I wear what I do. When I say I do what I do for myself to prove I can do it for others. I don't tell people to be consistent and not be consistent.
Yeah.
So how I teach the kids is how I talk to the kids and how I talk to everybody else. I just keep it like optimistic on all levels. You know what I mean?
So when you say you talk to the kids, what do you do with the children? You say your students. What do you?
Well, I teach math.
Oh wow.
Right. I teach math during the day.
That's cool, man.
And so
we need more teachers out there, more black teachers out there teaching our students.
For sure.
Leading them.
For sure. And so nowadays, it used to be a point in time when it was just hard to be on a team.
Yeah.
If you think about people that used to play ball and hoop and stuff like that, it was a level of competitiveness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you wanna be a part, you can be a part, because we don't cut nobody. Everybody gets a chance to play. And that's not how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So when I teach the kids, I teach them from the standpoint of, listen, whatever you do, it's cool to be included, but to get to the next level, you got to have a certain dog in you.
You have to. Yes.
You know what I mean? You got to have a certain drive in you to be that. And so how I parallel that to them is, they'll clown. Like, they know for a while. I've seen a few classes graduate, so they know for a while that I've been doing my thing with production for a while. I used to have the little dreads, and I used to do this little TV show called Grussel Diaries back in the day, and they'll mock and clown. Yeah. But one kid was like, on my podcast, he was like, man, Dyke, you've been doing your thing for a while. And yeah, I have. I mean, I'm a living example. I'm not just spitting what I'm not living. I'm spitting what I'm living.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just try to teach them, because in math, you find out that math is all about repetition. When it boils down, when you break it down, it's all about repetition. Everything you see is, okay, you have one thing, but then when you talk about another subject, it all correlates, because you have to repeat. You have to take the rules from one thing and do it in the next.
Gotcha.
And so kids get fixated on not understanding the concept, but they don't see the bigger picture, that whatever we've learned earlier, you're going to do the same things with different items.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, even in our processes here, it takes repetition to be able to gracefully speak on a microphone and not say all the time. You're going to say just like you're going to make mistakes in math, right? But you got to keep practicing, keep doing that. And with you, making your I don't even know if you do it by hand. Do you make them by yourself anymore, or you manufacture them?
Oh no, I do it all myself.
Okay.
Yes,
even with that, just the practice.
That's nothing. Yeah, that's
the
nothing.
practice of it, and kids now lack that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They lack that. But I like I tell my kids, I'm not the type of educator that speaks from the standpoint of you got to go to Harvard when I ain't go to Harvard.
Yeah.
I speak from the standpoint of there was a point in time where I wasn't feeling school, failing out of school, but it wasn't until I was cleaning bathrooms in Orlando, Florida, working 2 jobs, that I was just like, nah, I might have to finish. And when I came back and didn't finish, I had to do it. I had to start again, and I was like, okay, this go around, when I get back, I'm gonna finish, because not everybody can get that paper. Yeah, man. That degree.
Congrats.
I appreciate it. It's tough. And then the people that just keep going back and back, it takes a certain discipline to do that. After that, I'm just thinking, man, I can really get out here and get it on my own.
Yes,
and that's
sir.
what I try to
get
preach in
that.
class.
Yes, sir.
So Still Wool, where you get the name from?
To be honest with you, man, it was Steel Wool was just the thought process. My mom was always like, "You want to cut that steel wool off your face? You look like you got a bunch of Brillo pads on your face." So once again, the need for product to take care of my beard, and I was like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea, man. Steel Wool, beard brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Untangle it.
My dad used to say the same thing.
Moves, make smooth moves with Steel Wool. That's the reference,
Okay.
You say your dad used to say that?
Yeah,
too,
he used to be like, you need to cut that off your face.
Yeah.
He's clean cut, clean, shaves his head every day, shaves his face every day.
Wow, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate shaving.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
One, I don't like the bumps.
And that's the killer part about that, man.
Yeah.
It's just not meant for everybody. Everybody don't need to shave.
Yeah.
You need to be able to find a way or a product or something that'll help you maintain if you're gonna have it. Take care of yourself.
No doubt. So what was I gonna go? In researching beard products, what references did you use in terms of like people that had come before you?
To be honest with you, man, just really one. It's called Jackass Beard Company.
Okay.
I use them as a reference point. They had a lot of variety, and like I said, I tried their products. I saw what they're about, and I was like, I could do this.
Yeah.
This is something I can do.
Okay.
It was primarily them.
Can I rub the products in my hair too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's all natural. You can put it on your hair, your elbows, where you ever you need it at. But just know that it has a hair growth serum to it, so it's gonna help boost hair growth and generation in that area. So
shoot,
I
need.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know I'm bald headed, but I gotta cut my hair every 3-4 days.
Yeah.
I use my products on my own head. I use them everywhere. It's a necessity. You got to take care of your skin, man.
Yeah. So today is March the 7th, 2020. And we got 299 days left in the 2020 year. What do you hope to attain in 299 days?
More followers, a deeper understanding of this business.
Okay.
I hope to attain new fragrance. That's the new goal. And I hope that within the next 299 days that we're better than we are today.
Yeah.
How about yourself, man? What's your game plan?
Oh man, my wife is gonna we're closing on the house soon.
Congratulations. Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
First house together.
Hey, that's amazing, man.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start up a family again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But for me, man, I think that in 299 days, I'm ready to start producing my films that I've had on ice for a while.
There you go.
If I can get one out, and I want to film it in LA, but I want to film it in LA just for the nostalgia of it, but it's a Houston product.
Gotcha.
So the person I want to use, my homegirl Asia Munns, we went to college together, but she's an actor in LA. I don't want her to come here to do it, but I don't want to not film it in Houston. But I want to use her though, as the lead female in it, right? So when she sees this, man, Asia, you're my dog, so I've been thinking about you in this project. But yeah, I want to produce one film and take it to the trunk like Nipsey.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's what I want to do. So I've been soaking up game at church, man, trying to learn the camera, the cheap route, not going to pay $1 million for that type of degree.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there with you, man.
But first and foremost, man, getting them keys, moving in, checking one thing off the list, at the house and making sure that bread is straight for it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So, you know, in the 299 days, man, you know, I set out to do that, man, because I spent countless of nights up just talking about what I wanted to attain, but never had anything to hold me accountable for it. You know what I mean? So we, you know, back, you know, and this is my second production company. So in the first one, it was a lot of, you know, when you're feeling your way through a new creation, man, you know, you got so many ideas, and you find out that as you journey in it, you know, you find out that your resources are limited to be able to do it as big as you want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so a big part of production, man, is money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, you know, you'll find that, you know, just I remember we went to South by Southwest one year, man, and
oh, you heard they canceled it, right?
Yeah, because you know, hey man, listen, it's a lot of people coming through there. I done met a lot of people from across the country in Austin that week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and it's bad.
Yeah,
but it's when I say bad, man, it's just overpopulated.
Yeah,
somebody gonna get sick out there.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's for the best that they canceled it.
My wife and I caught it. We caught it the year before last. We met Bushwick Bill before he passed. It was crazy, real crazy. He did a little promo with me in my little commercial, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Bushwick, R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace to a legend.
But we saw how deep it was. Somebody actually got hurt, and then they tried to herd everybody in a little crowd to get out of the area. It's crazy. Ain't no way that many people gonna be out there and not nobody. This is gonna spread. It's gonna be crazy.
It's the good thing that they canceled it, man. You know, get it under control, and then
the whole situation.
Yeah,
it's wild.
So what I was saying was that we went to South by Southwest that year, man. We had 3 shirts. Yeah. Right. And so, you know, that's the thing with me, man. I'm the type like with self-promotion, I'm the type that, man, I gotta be in it. That's why I was thinking. I was, you know, funny fact is I was in the crib earlier today, and I could have printed the shirt earlier today, and I was thinking, man, I wonder if Drew's gonna have the shirt on, because if it's me, I'm just thinking, if it's me, well, and I'm on somebody, I gotta be repping what I am, to the core. I gotta rep that. So, you know, I just can't fathom just going out nowhere and not being in what I rep. That's just, you know, like that's me leaving the crib without my wedding ring on, on my Mason ring on.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta have them with me, cell phone and all, ID and all. So, I
mean, it's a part of you.
It is.
And they see that, they see you. That's you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I learned how to press T-shirts, and the rest was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I learned how to do it, man, I think I did 100 in the first time I did it.
Wow. That was,
you know, and yeah, man, in 299, that's what I want to do. I want to close on this crib and just get ready to really get into the career of production. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So, what else is up with you, man? These pop-up shops, man. How frequently have you been doing that?
As frequently as I can, to be honest with you, man. Like I said, it's a rolling, not a stopwatch. It never stops, man. If we not at the Turkey Leg Hut doing something at a pop-up shop there, we're at a different event. We just did an event last weekend in Austin at shout out Beards and Bow Ties. It was an amazing event. We got an invite as a vendor. We had a whole bunch of different people out there modeling and doing their thing, and we're out there pushing products, and we had all the models had products, and we did a couple little care packages out there for the different vendors that were there, the different guests that we had show up. We made amazing connections, man, and hopefully we'll be able to bring something great to Houston soon too.
Yeah.
It was just amazing doing it out there in Austin, though. There was a lot of creative artists out there. They were doing their thing with their fashion, man. It was crazy. It was. Yeah.
Okay. Man, I feel like I covered everything. So most importantly, the last question I'll ask you is, you know what? Time out. This is where I'll go before I say that, man. The reason why I brought up my man Wayne earlier was that Wayne started off with bow ties.
Yeah.
Right. And I hope this doesn't bleed into the question I want to ask last, the last question I'll ask you. But outside of beard oils, you haven't explained them. You haven't explained the stuff.
Oh man, I haven't explained.
The go ahead, products. Man.
Okay, so well, first and foremost, let's start out with the small bottle right here to your far left.
Okay, you're right, viewers. You're right.
Other way around.
Yeah.
So this is my beard oil. Okay. It smells crazy. It don't smell like outside. It's a fresh scent.
Okay.
It is made with essential oils. Hazelnut is our base to it. That's why I say if you're allergic to nuts, you might want to not use this or reconsider this because hazelnut is the base of all of our products.
Okay.
But just heads up, FYI, hazelnut is the most natural oil to our own natural oil that comes from our skin. So I try to replicate that as much as possible. Once again, giving you the best product that's going to absorb into your skin, your hair, and take care of your body. You don't have to worry about this really breaking you out unless you have these type of allergies to nuts. I don't say that after that.
And the beard oil, does it give it a shine?
It gives you a shine, and it helps with the hydration as well.
Okay.
Then next to it, you have our beard balm. It's like a pomade.
That's what you sent me.
Beard. Yeah, that's what I sent you to.
Okay.
That it helps with ingrown hairs. It also gives you a fragrance. And it's like a conditioner for your beard. It helps conditioner. It gives you a duller shine.
I got that in there now. It's still going right through. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Still going right through. Go ahead.
And then you have our honey almond wash. The wash, it smells good, man. And it's an all natural wash. It's kind of it has a cream base to it, so it kind of it adheres to your beard and kind of gives you that soft feel the first time you use it, and it doesn't have any sulfates in it, so it's not gonna give you like a crazy lather. Because some people think that the more soap you have, the cleaner you are. That's not always the case. Sometimes the more soap you have, the drier you are, the more brittle your beard and your hair will be afterwards. We're trying to shy away from that. I want you to be hydrated. I need that thing shiny and healthy and soft, and clean as well. So you won't get a crazy lather, but you will get a lather to your beard. It will clean your beard, and it's an amazing fragrance afterwards. Something that you'll definitely get compliments on, no matter what. And then we have our detangler on the far right, your left.
Okay.
Audience.
Okay.
Our detangling spray is meant for after the gym and the day. Sometimes you gotta moisturize your beard in order to get it going. Detangle your beard, leave-in conditioner for your beard. When you condition your beard, sometimes like you were saying, it dries up and it kind of leaves your beard non-manageable. Sometimes when it dries up, the leave-in conditioner, it is meant to hydrate, but it's not for an all-day hydration. You do need a little something extra, and that's why I recommend my detangling spray with the oil. The oil will also, once again, bring back that hydration and give you a rejuvenated beard, man. We have oils inside of our detangling spray, but once again, sometimes you want to be extra fresh, or you want to be extra shiny. So I recommend, and this is something I do, I use that along with a couple of drops of oil, and I'm back in the game. Like I said, but this definitely helps out with the tangles. You're getting ready to go on a date. Like I said, fresh out of the gym. You got something going on. You need to hydrate real quick. You got to wake up in the morning. You heading to the work. You spray that in real quick, comb it out. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So how do you think that you go from pop-up shops to being in a store?
Well, actually, I'm already in the store.
Good.
TNC Beauty Supply is actually where we're located at right now.
Where is that at?
It's on the southwest side.
What's the major streets?
The major streets.
South Post Oak.
South Post Oak.
Okay.
Yeah.
South Post Oak.
I'm bad with streets, man. Don't judge me.
Before Main or after Main? After Main, probably.
I think it's after Main. Yeah, it's after Main. It's right by
West Orem. OST.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you
OST.
go.
Okay.
OST.
OST and where?
Yeah. You're going to cut all this
OST
out.
and Cullen.
There you go.
No. I'm going to keep it in because we need it. OST and Cullen. I know where you are right now.
So we
Okay.
off OST and Cullen.
Okay.
There's an event actually popping off up there. We're going to be a part of their event on the 28th of March. It's a beards and cocktails event. We're going to be featuring our product there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to talk to people about the product, let them sample the product. We have a barber coming through to do lineups and everything, man.
Okay.
We're gonna try to sell our products and inform as many black men as possible, or men period, about this beard product.
Okay. So outside of me being, you being on my podcast and you sending me a sample, suppose I had a beard, I come to your event. What is in a sentence or two, maybe 2 sentences, how do you convince me to try your stuff out and eventually buy?
So if I was talking to you like you was just a regular person, I'd just honestly, I'd ask you, what are you doing with your beard? What do you have in your beard currently? And you would reply,
oil and water.
Oil and water? Man, you need to stop doing that. Look, let me talk to you about this product. I have a product line made by me myself. I'm a hardworking man. This is my baby right here. Look, I have oils. I have things that have essential oils that'll soak into your beard, make your beard shine, make it healthy, and they'll continue to grow illustriously, man. You don't need oil and water. They don't go together. They don't coincide. You need straight oil. You need what you need is a good wash that'll clean your beard. You know, I'd pitch you like that. I'd keep it simple, you know. Then I'd let you smell it. I'd let you take it in. I'd let you get a sample of everything. I'd let you feel it. You know, a lot of people, you know, I could tell you all day that it does this or it looks like this or it's like this, but until you get your hands on the product, you don't really know. You feel me? So that's why I like to allow and be personable with my customers, so they can see what they're getting. You know, you don't have to question it. You just touched it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to wonder what you're getting. You know?
Do you ever have a bad beard day? Because my wife told me, she used to tell me, listen, if you're gonna have your beard that long, you need to at least keep it trimmed.
Yeah, my wife says no.
Okay.
I don't think so, man. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, just do my thing, right?
Yeah. So, most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next for the Real Steel Wool?
Expansion. You're gonna be seeing more of us doing events, more interviews, hopefully.
Okay, no doubt.
Hopefully, we will have some events going on, some fashion events and things throughout the city. And we're going to be doing an expansion on our product line, so different scents and different size bottles as well. So we're going to be growing. We're growing. Okay, that's what's next.
I'm going. Go to that spot off OST in Cullen.
For sure.
What do you prefer? Same way, going to the same place.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, man, listen, man. A gift before and a gift after. So I do this thing. I made this black SVI T-shirt exclusive for the creators that come on the podcast. And so when you said you were coming with somebody, you said you were coming with your wife, I was like, is she going to talk? Because if you talk on the podcast, I got to give you a T.
Yeah, man.
So black SVI T-shirt from my company to you.
Man. Thank you.
And the second one is the official podcast T-shirt, the What's Next podcast T-shirt.
That's what's up.
That I give to every creative in 2020.
Blessings, man.
That comes on the podcast, man.
Man, thank you, man.
I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate the oils and the look, sample.
That's yours. That product line, that's all yours, bro.
Listen, I'm running out, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Houston, Texas, man. It's the 8th now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
This episode is dropping on the 10th of March, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Subscribe to the channel. Visit his website. Check out his stuff. Beard or no beard.
No beard or beard.
No beard or beard.
You got eyebrows. Check me out.
Check him out. Houston, Texas, I do what I do for myself to prove that I can do it for others. Peace and blessings.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, jigger, puffy. All that ballin' is a hobby. And I'm wildin' in my Chris y'all with that. I saw the sign like ace spades, that ace of spades get cracked. I'm like, cheers to the money guys, the Willie niggas who buy them bottles and then they spill these liquors. Yo, salute my dude. I see you, dog. 5 bottles, 1 dick. Why I need 2 bras? I know I'm out of line, but love is shower time. You know it rose rain when your cloud is 9. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party. Been on my dick too long. Your breath on private party. You gon' be nice and naughty. These walls on priceless Audi. This the upper crust. Fuck is up. Over and done. Overdose. Guess we did it again. Sipping with no remorse. We gon' do it again and we gon' do it again.